In a shocking incident, BTS member Taehyung, better known as V, reportedly left his military post without permission to accompany his best friend, Jungkook, who was rushed to the hospital due to food poisoning. This action sparked heated debate among fans and the general public regarding the boundary between personal loyalty and military duty. The news first surfaced when local media reported that Taehyung was absent from his military duties on the day of the incident. An internal military source who did not want to be named revealed that Taehyung left the post without official permission, a serious violation of South Korean military rules. However, the reason behind his actions is soon revealed. His best friend, Jungkook, has severe food poisoning and needs immediate medical treatment. Many are wondering, is Taehyung's actions justified? On the one hand, his loyalty to his best friend shows the depth of their relationship. However, on the other hand, as an active military member, leaving the post without permission is an offense that can result in disciplinary punishment. Reactions from ARMY, as BTS fans are called, have been mixed. Many supported Taehyung's actions, stating that friendship and humanity should come first. They argue that in emergency situations, it is natural for a person to want to be by the side of his closest people. However, there are also those who are worried about the consequences that Taehyung may face as a result of his actions. The South Korean military has not given an official statement on the incident. However, under applicable military rules, leaving the post without permission can result in disciplinary penalties, including detention or extension of service. The question that arises is, will the military consider the reasons behind Taehyung's actions and grant leniency? The situation also highlights the pressures faced by celebrities serving in the military. As public figures, their every action is under the spotlight, and the slightest mistake can become big news. In Taehyung's case, the dilemma between professional obligations and personal relationships becomes very real. Many military and popular culture observers gave their views on the incident. Some argued that the military should enforce discipline indiscriminately, while others suggested a more humane approach, especially given the emergency situation facing Taehyung on social media. The hashtags #StandWithTaehyung and #JusticeForTaehyung are trending, showing great support from fans around the world. They called for the military to consider the context and reasons behind Taehyung's actions before sentencing him. Jungkook's condition is stable after receiving medical treatment. There has been no official statement from BTS or their agency regarding the incident. Fans hope that the two members can get through this situation well and resume their duties and careers without a hitch. The incident is a reminder of the complexities of celebrity life, especially in a country with strict conscription rules like South Korea. How should the balance between state obligations and personal relations be maintained? Is there room for flexibility in emergency situations? These questions are the subject of discussion on various platforms, showing how complicated the dynamics between personal and professional life can be for those who are under the public spotlight. In the future, many hope that this incident can serve as a lesson for all parties. Both the military, celebrities, and the general public need to understand and appreciate the complexity of these types of situations, as well as seek fair and humane solutions for all parties involved. While the world continues to discuss Taehyung's actions, the South Korean military is reportedly considering what steps to take against him. Given the strict rules adopted in the military environment, many fear that severe punishment may be imposed on the idol. However, with huge pressure from the public and the army around the world, would the military consider granting waivers? In the midst of this storm of controversy, a military official who declined to be named revealed that Taehyung's offense was serious. No one should ever leave a post without permission, regardless of who they are. This is the basic rule that all soldiers must adhere to, he said. However, many argue that this condition is very unique and needs to be considered differently. We are talking about a person who is not only a global celebrity, but also an ordinary mortal who cares about his best friend. Jungkook is in critical condition, and Taehyung is acting on his instinct to help, said a Korean pop culture expert on social media. The army is increasingly calling for Taehyung's defense. He urged the government not to impose harsh penalties on him. In fact, several online petitions have been created, collecting signatures from fans around the world. In just a few hours, the number of signatures had already reached hundreds of thousands. BTS is not just a music group. They are a global icon that has a huge influence on various aspects of life, including social and political. With millions of fans around the world, the Army's voice can be a very influential factor in government decisions. According to some analysts, this situation could be a test for how South Korea handles special cases like this. The South Korean military is under tremendous pressure. If they insist on punishing Taehyung strictly, they may face harsh reactions from the public and internationally. However, if they grant waivers, they could be accused of giving preferential treatment just because he is a celebrity, said a military expert. Many have compared this case to several previous military scandals involving celebrities. In some cases, the offense is much more serious, but the punishment is relatively light due to public pressure. Will the same happen to Taehyung? Meanwhile, Jungkook's improving condition brought some relief to the fans. However, Jungkook reportedly feels very guilty about this incident. According to a source close to him, Jungkook even tried to contact the military to request that Taehyung not be severely punished. He feels responsible knowing that Taehyung only wants to be with him in difficult times. If the military decides to impose severe penalties, several scenarios can occur. Taehyung may have to serve additional sentences, such as extended service, temporary detention, or even removal from service. If that happens, how will it impact BTS? As one of the largest groups in the world, BTS has experienced various challenges since its members began serving in the military. With their temporary departure, many fans are hoping they can regroup after the service ends. However, if Taehyung has to serve an additional sentence, it's possible that BTS's reunion could be delayed longer than expected. This is a very difficult situation for everyone involved. Taehyung faces serious consequences. Jungkook feels guilty. The army is angry and the government is in a dilemma, said a journalist who has been covering BTS for a long time. Amid all this speculation, one of the biggest unanswered questions is how the official response from HYB, the agency that houses BTS, will be. To date, they have not issued an official statement regarding this case. Will they intervene to defend Taehyung? Or will they let the legal process proceed as it should? A number of public figures, including several South Korean celebrities, began to express their support for Taehyung. Some of them remind that the value of friendship and humanity must be taken into account in this situation. One famous actor even commented, "I understand the importance of military discipline, but we must also remember that Taehyung is not a criminal. He just wants to be with his best friend in times of trouble. I hope the authorities can see the humanitarian side in this case." However, not everyone agrees. Some critics argue that military rule should still be enforced without exception. If he is not punished, then there will be a bad precedent for other soldiers. Discipline must be maintained, said a former army officer. In the next few days, a formal decision on the part of the military is expected to come out. Will Taehyung be punished severely? Or will the pressure from the army succeed in changing the outcome? For sure, the world will continue to follow this development attentively. Taehyung, Jungkook, and BTS are now in the midst of a storm of controversy that has touched not only the entertainment world, but also the social and military aspects of South Korea. How does the story end? Only time will tell. In the latest shocking development, Taehyung, a BTS member better known as V, has reportedly left his military post without official permission to accompany his best friend, Jungkook, who was rushed to hospital due to food poisoning. This action sparked a heated debate among fans and the general public regarding the boundary between personal loyalty and military duty.